up? Coming to you live from Teggy Elite Detailing, where we are going to detail my last 3 sold cars. That includes the Mitsuyoka Yugo, which I cannot wait to see what this looks like with the proper wheels. After that, we're going to work on the Toyota Will. And as you can see, there's some scratches on the hood because I, for some odd reason, 34 years old, car YouTuber, enthusiast and all, thought it was a good idea to use a dishwash sponge, you know, like the Scotch side, to clean up some bird poop that was here. As you can see, I left quite the mark. And then last but not least, they already are about 70% done with the carry. Alright, so next we're going to do the Toyota Will. I'm here with Teggy, and they love the detail videos, but now they want a walk-by, a play-by-play, step-by-step of how you are able to work your magic.
Okay.
So I already showed them the hood.
Yeah, noob. Straight up noob.
Let me be the example. Do not use a dish sponge to clean your hood. But the correction to this is what? Just getting it completely...
We're going to have to compound it and polish it.
Okay.
And make it look a lot nicer. And unnoob you. And hopefully you can never use a dish sponge ever again.
Yeah, you gotta learn to your mistakes.
That's why you got to stick to selling cars.
True.
And, you know, and I stick to detailing.
That is very true.
So we'll wash the car, degrease and scrub the engine bay. We're going to clay and decontaminate the car. Get it all cleaned up. Scrub the wheels and the tires. And then I think just for the interior, we'll blow it out. We'll vacuum it. Just kind of wipe it down. We don't want to go too crazy because we're going to do something simple. And then we're going to polish the car. And then we'll just take everything step by step. And then we'll seal up the car. And then that's it. Should be all said and done. Cover the alternator. You can use a towel. You can use a bag. Whatever feels best. I don't want to use a crazy big garbage bag. I think it's just going to be a waste. So I'm going to use a towel. Cover the alternator. Battery's fine. You could cover the battery if you want. That's another option, but that should be okay. You can always even cover the filter too, but that's going to be okay. Oh, is this supposed to be open?
It's crazy with just a pressure wash we'll do on the cars when they're just like...
You sound like some of my friends that are like, oh my God, it looks great. I'm like, dude, we just pressure washed it. We didn't even wash it yet.
Yeah, but it looks great already.
Oh, the water did so much. So we're going to rinse first. Oh, we got to clean the undercarriage too. We got to definitely got to clean the undercarriage. I'm just going to spray a little bit of degreaser. This isn't harmful at all. It's not going to melt anything, but I just want to break down a lot of this grime. This is good for the plastics too. This degreaser as well. You can go a pre-soak, first foam. Everybody has different names to it.
And what would you say the purpose of this is? Just to like break it down?
So we sprayed some iron remover on the vehicle, and we also sprayed some degreaser. So this foam is going to do a lot of work for us. It's going to bring down any type of dirt or grime on the car first. So we're going to let this sit, and we're actually going to start washing the engine bay first. We're going to start scrubbing the engine bay. So I want to let this foam sit. So we have degreaser in here. We have Dawn soap. You want to break down any type of nastiness that's in here first. I like to use this degreaser just to kind of help break down any of the dirt and the grime. And then we'll use all types of tools like that, wheel brushes, little brushes, to get inside all the little nooks and crannies. We want to clean behind the headlights. You want to clean these hinges. We want to get this as clean as possible.
I think I asked you this before, but what's your
up?
favorite part of cleaning? Or did you say engine bay?
No.
What's your favorite part?
I don't know.
The detail.
Maybe the outside?
The
I like cleaning the outside. I feel like the outside gets a little bit more. So now we had all that dirt and all that grime. We kind of let the soak do all the work. So same thing, Kim is just gonna kind of mist in there. I just like to spray maybe like another degreaser in the car, and it's really not gonna harm anything, but I like to spray just a little bit more because sometimes when you clean the engine bay, you can't get everything. So I feel like you have to do it twice.
Yeah.
Well, I like to do it twice. Everyone's different. But this works great for inside the wheel wells. Spray the tires. Kim's spraying iron remover to help break down any dirt and iron that's on the vehicle. We want to get the car as smooth as possible. Here's our second foam. Now we're gonna start washing the wheels first, inside the wheel wells. I'm gonna do the body. Kim, can we just hit the undercarriage? Okay. I'll start washing the wheels. So I always wanna start with the wheels first. I like to clean inside the wheel well like this. And then I take my mitt. I like to clean the tire. And then I get to the face and the spokes. Then I like to take another wheel brush. I'll go in here. I want to try to clean as much as I can in here. I like the lug nuts, by the way. I love you have Advins with,
I lock in, bro.
with Ray's
Pink
lug nuts. Not even Advent lug nuts, but Ray's lug nuts.
Yeah.
So then I like to work outside in. So what I'll do is I like to scrub the tire. So far, this is pretty standard with like all our washes and all our details. Then I like to clean inside the wheel well. I'm sorry, the barrel of the wheel. Kim's gonna clean the undercarriage. And now we're gonna spray some iron remover on it again, and then we're gonna foam it up, and then we're gonna clay the car. So we wanna get rid of any type of trapped dirt that's in the paint. So it's pretty smooth. You got this painted, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty smooth.
But I brought it over to you like...
That's right, yeah. It's pretty smooth. I mean, the paint's not too bad, look. We wanna prep the paint so it's not rough for us when we polish the car. We want the paint as smooth as possible for the best finish. All right, now we're gonna clay the car. We wanna get all these contaminants out of here. Always wanna clay back and forth. Sometimes people say you shouldn't wear gloves to like feel the paint, but I like wearing gloves. So I like to soap up the entire car, and I want to keep everything nice and lubricated because we want the paint as smooth as possible. A lot of dirt likes to sit kind of inside these corners.
Can you clay wheels or no, right?
You can clay wheels. You can clay basically anything. Glass. You can clay plastics. You have to be a little bit gentle because there are contaminants that get on the wheels. Maybe overspray. Now we're going to do our final rinse. Well, actually, no. We're going to probably rinse it with spray a little bit of bead maker just to make it hydrophobic, and it's easier for us to dry. So we want to get rid of all this soap first, top to bottom as always.
I think you said when people wash their cars, they should start with the wheels or end with the wheels.
They should always start with the wheels.
Start with the wheels,
yeah.
right?
The reason being is because if you wash the body and then you rinse off the car, right? It really has to do with when you're outside. So you don't want the soap to dry. So I guess inside it really doesn't matter. But when you're outside, you always want to start with the wheels first. You don't want any soap to dry. You don't want any water to dry. And then you want to wash the body. I guess inside it really doesn't matter. Because technically, it's not hot in here. There's no crazy sun. But I started in the driveway, so.
What about you hot?
I always turn the car on after I do the engine bay, just to kind of let it warm up, make sure everything's rocking and rolling. So Kim's gonna blow out the interior, we're gonna vacuum it, wipe it down, and then now I'm gonna tape up some of the plastic and rubber trim, and then we gotta fix your mistakes. So now we're gonna dress up the engine bay. The engine's pretty cool. So I like to spray this stuff called Motorplast. Supposedly it's used in the BMW and Mercedes-Benz factories as like a dressing when they deliver the cars. It doesn't leave like a crazy oily shine. It actually lubricates the belts too, which is actually really good. It keeps everything nice and hydrated. So I like to spray this on the engine base. And now what we do is we are going to let this sit, and then we're going to come back maybe, towards the end of the detail, and then we're going to wipe everything and make sure that it's nice and clean, because we don't want a crazy shiny engine bay. I don't like that. This is nice, and it kind of looks like more like a satin look versus like shiny. And now we got to fix this disaster. I don't know what made you do this, bro.
Me neither, honestly.
I don't know what made you do this. What?
You know what it was? I actually have no excuse. There's no excuse.
Yeah, I don't know what.
There was just a lot of bird poop on it.
Yeah, but like, why don't you just say, "Hey, yo, Ryan, can I just stop by and wash the car?"
bothering you, bro.
Yeah, but you could always bother me. I don't understand. But like this bothers me more. It's more work now. That means it's going to be more expensive on your bill. So I have a cutting pad. We're gonna add some compound, and now we want to cut this, and we want to get rid of all these scratches.
What does that mean? What does cut mean?
Meaning we want to kind of get rid of any type of scratches, swirls, imperfections, period. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're doing the whole
Yeah, so when you're cutting, you know how clear coat works. There's a lot of clear coat on the vehicle. When you start compounding and polishing it, you're getting rid of very, very, very little clear coat to expose new clear coat. So you want to get rid of these imperfections on top and expose any new clear coat on the bottom. So we want to spread out the compound first. Looks better. What do you think? What do we learn today? We're done polishing, and now we're just gonna put a nice sealant on it. Give it some protection.
You just make it shiny? I feel like it's shinier now.
This is gonna make it shinier in easy terms, and it's also gonna give it some protection.
It smells good too.
Huh?
It smells good.
It does smell, I almost want to drink it.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't drink it though. Yeah, you see how it's nice, it's clean, it's not shiny, it's not, you see, look, it's not greasy. Look at that, not greasy. So we sprayed everything. That looks nice and clean. Look at that. Degrees sealed up. Everything's nice and beautiful. And then as for the exterior, we compounded the hood. So we got rid of all those scratches that you put in. And then we polished out the entire vehicle. And then we put a nice sealant on it. Seals on the whole car, windows. We did the faces of the wheels as well. We dressed up the tires, nice and clean. And then just for the interior, we just vacuumed it. We just kind of wiped it down. Pretty simple. I mean, it wasn't really that bad.
Yeah.
Could we do more? Of course, we can always do more, but I
Use
think this is
what's
nice.
That fancy machine?
We could have steamed it, we could have shampooed, we could have ran an ozone machine, but I think this is nice.
I mean, to be honest, the person who's buying it didn't even know he was going to get
He didn't even, yeah, exactly. So, but I think this is...
That thing that was here is all gone. Of course, there's little imperfections here and there, but I mean, the hood, you could really tell the difference. It was terrible from every angle. And now it's perfect. So is this an express detail?
No, I would consider
This a little more, right?
like a one step, because we just
Okay.
polished the car.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one step.
This wouldn't be under the one step either, though, right?
No,
Because this is like most people are not coming with their hoods damaged.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
So at that point,
That's a one step plus buff.
Well, we would call that like a two-step
That'd be
correction.
okay,
yeah, because
okay,
we
okay.
compounded it,
Okay,
and then we polished it. So that's what we would call like a two-step correction.
Okay.
Or any correction at all. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes people will compound and polish a car and they call it a full paint correction or whatever
Yeah.
it may be. So everyone's got different lingo. But that's what I would call. I mean, it's one step because we just polish it. That's the one step. But
No, it looks great. Like you can't even see it. It looks great.
now it looks and you had a little scratch over here.
Yeah, I had one there. I had one on the trunk. That one's
Yeah.
gone.
So that one's all set. So yeah, I think
It's ready for its 10-hour road trip,
it's
honestly.
ready for a 10-hour road trip. Yeah, exactly.
And it feels so
So
smooth.
hopefully it stays nice and clean.
Yeah, hopefully.
And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I think we're just gonna probably just go over it one more
Tomorrow?
time before it leaves. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow or something, and take it from there.
So I think I'm gonna end this video here. That way I could fully lock in with the Yuga since we're gonna swap the wheels, add the headlight cover, put the caps back on, and unfortunately, I forgot the lug nuts. But this is one of many Teggy videos. Happy we're able to do 2 to 3 cars that are gonna be sold. The wheel, my goodness, man. I'm actually really gonna miss this. I could confidently say it won't be my last wheel. On top of that, I would love to get one with a canvas top. I think the next time I do buy a wheel, it will have the canvas top 100%. The color is really not too irrelevant. I know they have like a cool blue, green. We've even seen like rose gold. I don't mind this like silver champagne-ish thing. But with the tries, the yellow calipers, the basketball interior, the rear sensors when you're parking. Some even have front sensors. I'm going to get another one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Shout out to Teggy. Give him a follow.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.